There is no such thing as a stupid question. Sort of. I got a question on stream from a red rank player about his frame traps. He seemed like a nice guy, but the question was so vague and so long that I roasted him for it a bit. I wanted to help him find like specific issues so that he could start to figure it out on his own. And after we made fun of him a bit, I showed him how to actually set up his situational questions in practice mode. I talked with the viewer afterward, and he said even though the teasing initially felt kind of stressful, he felt way better afterward, and he was actually generous enough to gift subs to the community. I'm glad that it came to this resolution because he really came in with the intention just to learn. I don't think making fun of somebody who wants to learn is a good vibe, and luckily we all felt good about it after, and now we have a great moment to share, so enjoy the video. Launched on your own plus frames, you gotta play your frames tighter. You're getting launched on your plus frames, that means you're not enforcing your plus frames. You're just going plus and assuming you can do whatever. Thanks, Otachi. Not know what to use anymore? Who do you play? Plus frames aren't enough, you have to actually trap it. I'm using tight frame traps. Well, you have to tell me what they are. I can't just know what your frame trap is and what you're getting hit by. I don't know what that means. I don't know what character you're playing. I don't know how your frame trap is being beaten. Like, I can't answer your question even though I want to. I want to answer your question, but I can't answer it because I don't know the details. And that's something that you should probably pay attention to as well. If you're trying to answer these questions, you should go into the details, because the way you're asking me, I can't even begin to answer your question. I can't even start. I can't even begin to guess. The only thing I can guess is that you're not doing frame tight stuff, right? Like, you didn't give me any detail. So I'm very willing to help you, and I'm about to lose. So please give me more details, and we can look at it after I rematch this guy and lose. You need to tell me what is the frame trap you're trying to do, and what is the opponent you're doing it against, and what is their option. And that's basically the question we're going to answer. But the first thing you mentioned was that you were Tenryu. And now I'm dead again. Who? As a Lily player, I think you have to pretend that you can't die at any point. Okay, well, I'm dead. GG's. Alright. Lars. Okay, Lars is hop kicking you. Great. Where's Dragunov? Let's do this one. I like, that's a cool one. Okay, and you're fighting Lars, okay? So first of all, Lars doesn't have a hop kick. So I really need to know what move he's using. Up forward 3. Fantastic. We're getting somewhere. And this is what I'm doing in the lab right now is what you have to do in the lab, okay? What I'm about to do for you is what you should do for yourself. But not many people know how to use practice mode. So we're gonna do it right now. All right. What the fuck is this chatter? Holy, hey, pink name. Don't pretend you're any better, okay? It's really easy to sit on your couch and be like, hey, this orange name is being whack. You're just as whack. Don't ever forget it. Remember where you came from. Okay, here we go. Block this, record up forward 3. All right. How you do it, if you couldn't tell what it is, it's you set opponent action to standing block, and then you set action after hit to punish, and then you have to record the punishment option, and that's what I just demonstrated. Okay? Sorry I didn't explain it sooner. I'm going to do the running 2 and then down forward 1. It hit. Okay, maybe there's an execution component. Maybe he was late. Okay, let's try if he's late. Okay, it's the other move. Okay, so this is good. I can show the recording. Okay. So, man, I don't play Lars. Well, you're gonna have to check the move list. But let's do this. Punishment settings, hit record. The bot is gonna punch me. You do the input after. I'm assuming it's up forward 4. This move, right? Does it look like that? Does it look like that? Here we go. That one. Great. Oh, thank God for this. I would have died. Okay, maybe he was slow. Maybe he was slow. Maybe he was slow. Maybe it was something else. You try. Okay, hang on. Maybe it was something I remember in the chats. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the dissertation. Down back to plus 4. Here we go. Oh no. He's doing running 2 into 2-1. Aha! We found something. Oh. Well, let's keep looking. Maybe there's another move. There are no other moves. Don't feel like shit. This is a show. We're here to perform. I'm not mad at you, but this is important because my point is not to make fun of you, okay? I mean, it kind of was, but my point is that I just wanted to lightly poke fun at the idea that it's something you can investigate, right? It's something you can figure out as well, right? So my point is not to make you feel shitty, and I'm sorry if I did. I know I did. I'm sorry I made you feel shitty. My point is that these are things, well, there's 2 points. It's really important to go into your reflection and worry less about rank, worry less about like failure, and try and find the actual solution. You've had a rough day. I'm sorry you had a rough day. I'm sorry I made it worse. But if you're willing to stick around, I think this is an important lesson. I think this is a really important lesson. So what I was gonna say is you started the question with, I've plateaued hard at Tenryu. So that tells me right away that you're like, your gut instinct is to think about the rank and how you're stuck there. Then you talked about being annoyed by Jun, Azucena, and other annoying characters, which is also a valid concern, right? I always say that bitching is a good way to start your problem-solving process because it tells you where to look first. So the first thing is we're looking at rank too much. We need to look at situations, right? Which is where you were getting to. And then you said you're getting launched on your own plus frames. What do? I'm playing Dragunov. The first thing I would recommend is, yeah, you have to go into the lab and try and explore why it didn't happen. Oh, I get hop kicked out of down back 3+4 on hit a lot, but I can't tell you what options I'm using since I try to vary it. Do you have any recommendations after that? That's a good question. The first thing you need to do is if you can't remember what you did, you need to go to your replays and find out what you did. That you cannot operate and problem solve on guesses, right? If I told you to, I can't even come up with an analogy right now, like solve this chessboard position or some shit, and you hide half the pieces, I can't solve the position, right? And similarly, you can't solve the position. But it's not because you're incapable, it's just you have to take the steps to fill in that knowledge. So if you are asking me what to do after this, because you're getting evaded, I need to know what you're doing after, right? Say you're doing down 2. That's not a frame trap, right? +7, down 2 is what? 18 frames? That's not a frame trap. Yeah, so chat is being out of hand making fun of him. That's not the point. And did I enable that as the streamer? Yes. Is that my fault? Yes. However, I think it's an important lesson because at least he's going to get to the answer at the end. He's going to get the answer at the end that will help him solve the problem. And compared to another streamer who would just blow him off. People would just blow him off and ban him. And I'm happy to ban everybody who made fun of you. If you keep a list of names, usually snitches get stitches, but seriously, I want to make it a helpful place, okay? So we had a little fun at your expense, and I apologize. Oh, everybody's outing themselves. Everybody's outing themselves. This is fantastic. Yeah, it is pretty fucked up that 9 people added you calling you an idiot. I'm gonna target ban them. So let me find them. Okay, so I lost track of time. What was I saying? One thing you might not know that would have actually been a really quick, like, if we knew the problem a bit better, something I would say is a lot of the hop kicks here, like hop kicks, jump at frame 9, right? So something you have to consider when you're going for lows is that your frame trap straight up might not work because of that jump state. That would be the actual probably piece of information that you're missing. So if I do this, down back 3+4 into back 4, okay. So you should test that, right? What I'm about to do to answer your question is something that you can do yourself. And that's not me saying like, stop bothering me. That's me saying like, hey, you have the tools in order to make the improvement you need. You don't need me. Is down back 4 into back 4 okay? Record what you're losing to and then try it. I don't know why I started counting on my fingers like it was going to be a lot of steps. That's just the point. Okay, look at this. It works. Sweet. You know what doesn't work? Doing double down back 3+4. I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of like what I just did is what everybody struggling or is hard stuck or doesn't know why they're losing should try. I should have been more respectful of the fact that not many people are used to interacting with this many people, right? So that's on me, and I apologize. All of these questions, I encourage you to explore how you can answer these questions yourself, right? You can explore how to answer these questions. let's look at like 1 or 2 more situations and then I gotta move on, okay? So let's look at one more situation that might be worth looking at. Running 2 into down back 3+4. This gets evaded. We should understand why. How fast is down back 3+4? 20 frames. How plus is running 2? 6 frames, right? But if he jumps at frame 9, then it no longer works. But say you didn't know that the jump happens at frame 9. Say you didn't know that information exists, okay? You would have to test it. And after testing, come to the conclusion that this is a situation that doesn't work. That is the final conclusion. You do this, do this. You test it enough times, you go, okay, I'm hitting it as fast as I can. I'm trying it out. If this isn't working, this just might not work, right? And that's the conclusion you have to come to, right? Right. If you want like the Twitch chat, oh, it's over for me. If you want the Twitch chat answer, the answer is streamers are really bad at answering questions because they read so many stupid questions. Not that your question was stupid, but they read a lot of stupid questions. So they're less likely to be receptive to a random question. Your best bet is to hit them up in a loading screen and keep it like really, really short. Like I'm talking like one line. Like look at this guy. This guy said he's dead. That's a chat I can glance at and read. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that regardless of your question and how you phrased it, it's a question that hopefully I gave you the tools to answer, right? Like this is how you can answer these tools in game. That's the point. And does that make sense, right? Like does that make sense how you can test your own problems? That's the point. If that makes sense, then we're good. No, I really don't like hurting people's feelings, but I thought it was an important moment because I really feel like if he went to any other chat, it would have never gotten to this point. They would have just banned him and left him to die in the street, you know? Like, so like, I wanted him to at least understand that like, I'm not upset. If anybody in my chat is upset, they're being an idiot. Like, I acted like semi-upset because I was losing and I was like temporarily mad about it, right? But like, me losing that rank match isn't a big deal, right? So that was the point. The point is that like, there are ways to answer your question yourself, and there are ways to make a streamer upset. I'm not upset. I'm chilling. I'm cool. I got my inhaler. I'm not gonna die. If you're coming in on YouTube, the vibes are generally positive. Slicker, you don't have to gift the subs, but thank you so much for the generosity. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you are able to solve your frame trap problems. It was actually really cathartic to come to this. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. That was the point, is that I'm never going to bully somebody just to make them feel bad. It's like, you know, sometimes working out at the gym hurts. Oh my God, I'm going to die! No! Oh my God. Oh, he's going to heat smash. Now I have to guess. Anyways, Slicker, I'm glad you're feeling better. Thank you for the gifted subs. And, good luck on your Tekken journey. Feel free to ask more questions in the future in concise form. What's up, you guys? Phi from the future. I'm happy to report that 7 days after the day of recording, Slickeroo hit Mighty Ruler. He came back in the chat and let us know in a stream that he applied the things that we tried to teach him, and he had success. And I absolutely love to hear that. But on top of that, I'm happy that despite the experience he had in this stream, which was a bit stressful, you know, like we were roasting him and then the chat was digging into him. And by the way, I cut that shit off right away. Like the chat was calling him like an idiot and stuff, and I'm not cool with that. So I banned those people like right away. But what I was happy about was that he felt comfortable enough to come back to me for this advice and to let me know that he did well. I know that people disagree with how I handled the situation and how I handled his question. I just wanted to clarify that from the beginning of me making this channel, I've always wanted to be beginner-centric. Like, fighting game players can be gatekeepy. The fighting games themselves can be hard to access, and I know being a beginner in this space is really hard. My approach was really focused on just refining the way that people ask questions. I do get a lot of questions on stream, and I try to answer as many as I can because I remember being a new player, typing a question in chat and then just being ignored. So even though I'm in a match, I like to try to at least answer some questions when I can because I don't like that feeling of being ignored, and I remember it very well. So when a new viewer comes in with a question, they're like being vulnerable to ask for help, I do want to try to at least acknowledge them. But ultimately, the goal was to get him into a place to drive his own improvement. I think that that ends up being more sustainable than giving away a blanket solution that will just pacify them and then send them away and like, thanks for not bothering me anymore. Like, I really value that whole, you know, teach a man to fish approach, like, a lot. I really, really value that. So if you stuck around this long, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful information. I know that on stream I behave differently, but my focus is always trying to make the experience better for people who are putting in a good faith effort to get better. Thanks for supporting me as always. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this kind of content, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.